The third expansion of the Fallout 3 series has us faring to an island getaway in search of a woman named Nadine, at the behest of her mother.
I need your help.
Stop whining.
Shortly after arrival, we meet Desmond and help him defend his home against tribals,
They've been at it all night.
in exchange for information on the whereabouts of Nadine. And this section was a ton of fun to me. The creative use of the linear space allowed for controlled interactions that adds to the experience. It felt like a self-contained level within a larger game. I also really like Desmond. He's hilarious.
Will be repaid for your efforts. That's all you want to fucking know.
We're tasked with gaining entry to the tribal cult, which we do easily as they're not the brightest bunch.
Wisely spoken, Initiate.
The newcomer ritual has us collecting punga fruit seeds, hallucinating our way out of a grotto, and coming to with an aching headache. Minus some brain matter, we return to the cult and locate Nadine. She recounts the weirdness of the cult, and it's not exactly what she had in mind. Good. So, no qualms about killing your brethren?
Please don't kill me.
No reason for me to give a damn about this place, you know?
She steers us to the leader's hidden cave. Turns out, he's not really in charge. Instead, he's but a peon of a real whole brain.
You gaze upon one of America's greatest minds, preserved through the miracles of science.
That bastard.
And alas, the 200-year-old rivalry between the two is laid bare. So I'm tasked with jamming the brain signal so he can't communicate with the outside, which leads to his location being revealed. We attack the lighthouse's secret underground bunker and are faced with an option of who to side with.
I demand that you exterminate Desmond at once.
Naturally, I chose the asshole ghoul.
Fire zone.
I don't know why. On our way out, we run into Nadine again. Apparently Tobar was responsible for harvesting brains, which is what happened to the cultists, which explains their stupidity. He gets his. But the rewards aren't much to get excited about. A couple of useful perks, like plus damage and resistance, extra ghoul damage, punga rad reduction. The microwave emitter is a decently strong short-range energy weapon, and the lever action and double shotty, which I didn't use much because I'm not spec'd for. But besides all that, let me tell you what I loved about Point Lookout. The storytelling and location. It reminds me of the same feeling I got with the Pitt. And if you've seen my video on that, you know it's a good comparison to make. The bog has a distinct personality that shows us how other areas are affected by the fallout of not being directly struck by the nukes. Smuggler operations, cult manipulations, old world lore, and people just trying to make a living. Anyone capable is caught between century-old warring powers, while the remaining locals are left to suffer as foggy shades of their former selves. Scavengers desperately trying to salvage resources before the bog lays claim. The emotion and atmosphere are different from back home, but familiar enough to belong. Every alcove tells stories of tragedy. Sacrifices are made, but not the sacrifices of heroics. Attempts at helping others stifled by the unforgiving nature of survival and war. We're introduced via carnival, but this is no playground. There's a literal path to follow, but if we diverge with shovel in hand, there's treasures to find. And the deeper we dig, the darker it gets. So as we resolve our final transgression against us, more swift than Desmond can relate, we come away with something meaningful. No, not that. We depart with a reverence for tone. We weren't spoken of tragedy, we discovered it. The visual storytelling alone was leagues above the rest. It reminds us of the greatness achievable in Fallout's atmosphere. And while they don't always capture the flame in the capital wastes, there was plenty of fuel in the bog.